where three of the OKS youth ministers talk about youth ministry. I am Michael Deese, and I am joined by Jeremy Crow, and he is currently in his office at a different location. So, hey, Jeremy, how's it going, man?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am here. I'm almost out of the woods.
Yeah, summer's almost over.
Dude, look, I love youth ministry. You love youth ministry. Hunter loves. We love what we do.
Oh yeah.
But man, by the end of the summer, you're just whooped.
Yeah.
And we're almost there.
And
we're almost there.
It's all really fun.
Send these kids back to school, you know?
It's all really fun, and I like it. And I'm like, if I could keep going, I would. But right around this time, I am so worn out that I cannot keep going. My spirit is willing, but my flesh is weak.
I don't even know if the spirit's willing at this point. No, I know. I get what you mean. It's I don't know. It's hard to describe. And I know it seems like I know for people that don't do it, or they're like, you just hang out with kids and play all summer.
Yeah.
Which, in a way, yeah, sometimes we do. But I don't know. It's just hard to describe.
I had a guy when at the end of summer one time, I was so worn out, and my youth deacon was asking. I was like, dude, I'm just telling you, I am whooped. I can't. I have no energy. I am just complete. I've spent all of my energy. I am ready to just take a seat and rest for a week or maybe a week and a half and stuff. And he was like, well, if you're doing something you love, it wouldn't feel like work. And I was like, dude, I love this. It doesn't feel like work. I just have no more energy. I've been working 100-hour weeks.
Yeah. Well, and as we sit here in our desks and complain and whine, Hunter is actually still out there doing the work.
Yeah, that's right.
He's at
Lift
he's
U.
at Maywood Camp right now at Lift U.
Isn't he one of the directors of that?
I believe so.
I think that's right.
When we were talking about recording this morning, he said he couldn't because he would be teaching a class during that time. So
yeah.
As we whine, Hunter's actually out there still getting after it. So shout out to Hunter who's doing his job.
Yeah.
But I know that sounds so funny, but I love having interns. I love the work that they bring. I love the energy that they put into our group. But man, once they leave, it is so relaxing because you get to take a minute and breathe. You're not having to make sure somebody's got a task or that they've got what they need to do.
Yeah.
It's just nice to kind of sit back. I'll tell you this. I don't know about yours, but dude, my interns have killed it this summer. They've been awesome.
Yeah,
they've
my
really
intern
done a good
too.
job.
Intern Riley, he's been awesome, dude.
Intern Riley. We got back yesterday from what I call intern trip, and this is something that you had kind of put me on this idea of having interns plan an activity or a trip, and we just got back last night, and it was fantastic. I actually had a parent text me and tell me that his son has not stopped talking about the trip.
Awesome.
Since he got home.
That's great, dude.
So that went really well, and this is, I don't know if you did yours as a mystery trip or not when you've done this before, but we did it this time as a mystery trip. The interns planned it and no one knew what they were going to be doing at all until we pulled into each location. And so we started our activities, our trip in Tullahoma, Tennessee. We went to a singing, and I heard one of our kids as we were walking into this church building for this big, singing song test night thing. And one of the kids asked the people that are there, hey, do you know what we're doing here? And it was awesome because I was they literally just rode 2.5 hours and have no idea what's about to happen.
That's incredible.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was in the infusion ministry stuff that Matt's doing.
Yeah. We've talked
Matt
about that.
Allen and Mark. They hosted this event in Tullahoma, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, we talked about that on what was that episode? I don't remember the name of it.
Where we talked, I don't know.
Worship and Youth Ministry or something like that. But
yeah.
But
we had a great time there, and then we went to we did an escape room. We went to a movie. Watched the new Jurassic World movie. Really good, by the way. I'm a dinosaur Jurassic Park guy. But watched that, and then we went to zip lining yesterday.
Nice.
And when they said zip lining, what they really meant was just climb a ton and try to make it through a ropes course without dying.
Yeah, that sounds
And
about right.
occasionally we'll throw a zip line in to make you feel like you got your money's worth.
Yeah. So
But
the Jurassic Park movie, a lot of people told me like, you don't need to watch it. It's not good. The story's bad, and like that's fine. No, I mean, I've seen clips of it and stuff, and I was thinking this is just poor acting, and this just doesn't look very good. But then the real thing of it is this is the question I asked. They're like, yeah, you don't need to go watch this, and I said, hey, I'm just curious. Did dinosaurs eat people in the movie?
Then I'm in.
And they were like, yeah. And I said, all right, I'll go watch it. Yeah, I'll go watch it.
Yep.
Like that's all I care about. I mean, it's just a fun thing to watch dinosaurs eat things, you know? So like, I don't care.
When a dinosaur picks someone up and like tosses its head to get a better bite, like throws its head up and tosses the person in the air and then catches them again.
Yeah. That's
I'm
so
in
cool.
for that, man.
Yeah. That's why we watch those movies. Cause they're awesome.
I will say this. This is a shout out to, my girl intern, we haven't named her very often, but my girl intern, Karis, she, I don't think, had ever seen a Jurassic Park film before.
Whoa.
And so she was watching this, and I want you to know.
Was she horrified?
I just didn't realize how reactive Karis is during a film, but she's all in. Like, she is deeply emotionally connected to the movie as she watches it. And I enjoyed just as much watching her reactions to things as I did the film itself.
So
it was awesome.
We never did a surprise for my intern trips that our interns planned. We always told them what we were going to do and like announced it, and it was like a big reveal. And then we had kids sign up and we'd go. But we did do this really fun thing where we were in Arkansas, and in some places in Arkansas, the church is pretty strong. In other places, it's not very strong. And so there were lots of smaller churches in our area in Arkansas. And so we did a thing. It was actually Spencer Furby's idea, the preacher where I worked. And he was like, man, there's just so many other little churches everywhere. Like, what could we do to encourage them and try to, help them out? Is there anything that we could do? And so I came up with the idea that we called it Sunday Night Surprise. And each Sunday night I would figure out what the church, what church time or what time the church service started each Sunday night. And then we would go to one of these smaller churches, and we would bring like 70 kids, and we would all just pack the entire auditorium. There would be more of our kids there than members.
Their membership.
Yeah. And sometimes it was like double, triple the amount of people. And we would just show up, and the kids didn't know where we were going. They just knew that we were going to go somewhere to worship. They didn't know where we were going. One time we just stopped at a park and we did our little worship service out there. One time we went to a church that had like 12 members, and we had to take 4 buses. So it was like 70, 80 kids. And then there was one time, there's a bunch of fun stuff. And whenever we show up, they're like, we don't have any, we're not going to be able to feed y'all. And we're not going to, and I was like, hey, we're just here to encourage you guys. Like that's our whole purpose. And we had one church actually just said, the preacher came up to me. He goes, hey, I was planning on preaching tonight, but when y'all showed up, I think I'd rather just sing the whole time, because we haven't heard good singing like this in forever. And I was like, yeah, man, it's y'all's thing. We'll sing, we'll do whatever y'all want us to do. And so I ended up leading a couple songs. One of our other dads got up and led several songs. A couple of our teenagers got up and led several songs. And so we just made a big singing night. And it was awesome. I mean, it was really fun. The preacher got up and made a few, statements and stuff, and then Lord's Supper, and then we left. But man, that was a lot of fun. The Sunday night surprise. It was pretty cool.
That's so cool. That's a great idea. And I had this song fest thing we went to Sunday night with our group. The elder, one of the elders, got up at the end and kind of at the beginning he welcomed everybody. At the end he got up and said a few words, to send off everybody. And but he was like emotional at the end, like tears in his eyes. He was choked up, and he said it was the biggest crowd that they've ever had in that auditorium.
Wow.
It was so cool. And it was like 330, 340 people, I think, something like that. He said it was the largest gathered, group that's ever been in that auditorium, and it was tight, man. It was hot. Their AC was not keeping up, and that's okay. But we had such a blast, and I will say something on there. I don't know if Philip listens to this or not, but Philip at Mount Juliet, our intern girl, she grew up there, so she'd contacted them, and they housed us for 2 nights. We stayed there, had a great place to
that's
stay.
Awesome.
We stayed in their like team building thing that they've got.
Yeah.
And had one shower to share amongst 17 people. So that was fun, kind of doing a schedule of who could get in the shower when.
Yeah.
But it was awesome, and our kids had a blast, and so very cool. Appreciate Mount Juliet helping us out with that. So,
that's cool, dude.
So, dude, what do you want to talk about, man? We've talked about it a little bit here, but what do you want to talk about?
Man, look, this is kind of the idea that I had. What's been your favorite thing this summer that you've done, and why? And then I'll just kind of share mine.
Okay, so I've got 2. Okay, and this is going to sound one is like actual it mattered, and the other one was just a cool thing. I've said this over and over again on our podcast, but I really enjoyed Uplift Camp at Harding.
Yeah.
Our kids they grow from it. They learn so much. They connect well. And this year we had such a huge buy-in from the group as a whole. So much good participation. I had other adults that participated and went, and chaperones. That was, to me, that was the crowning, victory kind of our summer. That event was our best thing all summer.
Right.
And that was back in June. And then something else, though, we do every Wednesday night. I do what I call Wednesday night out, where we do different activities every Wednesday after Bible class. We have Bible class, and then we do something fun. It might be that we go or we go in the teen room and watch a movie together, or we play board games, or we all go to Dairy Queen and get ice cream or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Well, we had one that it was supposed to be bowling night, and we had a mix-up with the bowling alley, and they had leagues going on, and we couldn't get in, weren't going to get in, get lanes, and tried to change the plans. And so I shifted it to putt-putt golf. That was supposed to be later in the summer, and we had to change to it. And I was kind of like let down because I'm messing up the schedule, and it's not going to be. But, dude, putt-putt golf was incredible. Like, we had such a good time with our students just going playing putt-putt. And, like, the pairings of kids that split up into different groupings, some of them were close friends. Some of them were kids that don't really talk to each other that often, and they jumped in together on a putt-putt golf,
That's awesome.
team. And they just had a blast. And it's something as silly as playing putt-putt. They had so much fun. We spent about an hour and a half there, and that was one of the cool things that happened this summer. My least favorite one of the summer was our movie night. We did like an 80s theme for our summer, and Shine was our title of the summer, and we made like 80s looking t-shirts and did graphics on the walls, and I changed all our Bible verses to kind of look like retro, neon-y kind of fonts and all that, and on the walls. And all that being said, I really thought movie night was going to be really good. We watched an 80s movie. I scoured 80s movies. By the way, trying to find an 80s movie
with no language and no
that
sexual
you would
references.
Let kids watch.
Yeah, they don't exist.
It's tough. PG is the equivalent of like R.
Yeah,
I feel like
it really is. I mean, it really is.
And so we ended up watching Flight of the Navigator. I don't know if you ever seen this one.
No.
But pretty good film. Kind of got some alien stuff in it. It's a kid main character, and really thought it would go well. And man, these little turkeys, they didn't give us the time of day. Like they watched about 10 minutes and then they talked the rest of the movie. I was like, you jerk. Like, I spent so much time trying to figure out a good, clean movie that still fit the 80s bill, but still, was engaging, entertaining, and they didn't care. They just wanted to eat popcorn and hang out.
You should get
next year we're having popcorn night.
And that's popcorn
it? Yeah, we're just going to have popcorn. This one's not out, popcorn night.
Yeah.
That's all we wanted.
I think my favorite event of the summer was probably Uplift as well. Our kids just have such a good time there, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody that left, I was asking, you know, I always poll my kids after events, and I don't always do all of them, but usually I'll just ask 3 or 4 of them, you know, hey, what'd you think? Would you want to come back next year? Do you think we should keep doing this? That kind of stuff. And, you know, they give me their, and I'll especially, there's one kid, I won't give any names or anything, but there's one kid who I know he will not lie to me. Like, if he did not have fun, he's going to say, I hated that. Like, I hope we never do that again.
I love that you have that kid.
And then the next one, like if he loves something, he is over the top. Like, oh, it's the best thing we've ever done. I loved it so much. And I asked him, and he was like, man, I don't know. He's like, I can't figure out if I like it more than Maywood, but yeah, I think I like it more than Maywood. I think it's great.
And they almost feel guilty saying it.
Yeah,
we love Maywood, man.
Yeah,
so like, I just can't say this.
I think I like it more than Maywood. And so, like, I mean, that's a big deal to say that. You know, like Maywood is number one. You know, at least I mean, I grew up in this area, and it was my favorite thing we did.
Oh yeah, and
so
it's still one of the top things we do.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. It was their favorite thing. Everybody in my youth group's favorite thing. But when they go to Uplift, they come back and they think, I think I might like Uplift better, you know? And so that's one of them. My least favorite thing, we haven't done things that failed this summer. Everything was like pretty successful and stuff.
Yeah.
I would say, man, I don't know. I don't know, man. We had we had like a lunch thing where only 2 of our kids showed up, and that was kind of a frustrating thing. But other than that,
but you know, probably with those 2, you probably still had a kind of a cool lunch to get to know them a little closer.
Well, it was actually the one that we ate at Pizza Ed with you.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to talk to any of our kids really.
They sat on the other end of the table.
Yeah, they sat on the other end of the table and we're hanging out with your kids, which is what we wanted, but there was only 2 of them, so.
yeah. And pizza is so good. So let me ask you this.
No.
You know, no, don't.
Mm-mm.
No, talking about things that failed. Tell me this. When is a time that you planned a game or an activity that just you thought was going to be so good, you put so much effort into it, and it just bombed?
Oh man, there was one thing. It was when I was in Tennessee. I mean, I planned and did all this stuff, put together all these things, and we did Battleship, and we had water balloons. We had this big curtain that went over the volleyball net, so the kids couldn't see over it. And like, I mean, we had all this stuff set up, and we had them. And so like then one place they're throwing a water balloon over, and it hits the other side. They don't know who all's there, and we would say hit or miss or whatever. Dude, I bet we spent so much time, because that was before you could buy those water balloons that automatically blow themselves up.
Thing.
Yeah. Like I'm talking like we had to do each individual water balloon, and we did, I don't know, 300 water balloons. I mean, it was ridiculous.
That takes a minute.
We spent so much time doing, like I'm talking 20 hours plus.
You know what that sounds like to me? A classic intern task.
Yeah, well, we didn't have interns. And so it was me and my wife. My wife primarily did most of the work. And then anyways, we went through all of this. We did all this stuff. And we played probably one round. And then one of the kids ran over to the bucket and just like threw a water balloon. And it hit the other kid. And then they realized that, and then all of the blindfolds came off, and they just started throwing water balloons at each other. And
but you know what?
Within
at the
about
end of the day, your goal was to just have them throw water balloons.
Well, it was, but the game was also supposed to last like 2 hours or an hour and a half.
Sure.
It lasted about 25 minutes, and then I don't even think it lasted that long, because they were just reaching in and busting balloons and all this stuff, And another really bad idea was we had a dad who came to me and he was like, "Hey, we're doing food fight. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do food fight." for our game. And all the kids were like, yeah, this is going to be awesome. This is awesome. And I was like, is there anything I need to do? He's like, no, I'll provide all the stuff. We don't have to worry about it. So it was capture the flag. There was 4 teams, and there was like 4 corners. Capture the flag. And food fight is, instead of like a water balloon war, you get hit by a water balloon, you have to go back to your base. No, it was ketchup, mustard, relish, and I told him no mayonnaise. So it was the most disgusting. Like weeks later, I was like my ear itched, and I would like scratch my ear, and then I'd have mustard on my fingers. And like we'd be sitting in class, and one of the kids would be sitting there, and I'd be like, dude, you have mustard behind your ear. And he's like, oh, gross. I'm talking like this is a week after we did the thing. It was horrific. All of their clothes were ruined. I mean, it could not have gone worse. The kids had a blast.
How do you feel about messy games in general?
I'm fine with them. Like I really don't mind them at all. It's whatever. But have you ever smelled ketchup and mustard just with all of your senses? Like you taste it, you smell it, you hear it. It's just the most. It's disgusting. It makes me. I can't even mix those two things together hardly anymore. Like I used to love doing that with like a corn dog, but no, I'm a mustard. Man. I'm a mustard only corn dog guy now.
Wait, you talking about taking a stick and stirring that mustard and ketchup, making it orange?
Yeah, I can't do that now. I can't do it. Play that game. That if you ever need to break that habit, play that game. That's it.
Man, listen, if I have a corn dog and I can't make that orange, I don't even want it. I want that orange mix. If I can't turn it orange, I'm
just telling you, it was awful. So yeah, that was probably it's same youth group even, but that's probably 2 of the biggest things. Now the kids did have fun with the water balloon thing. I had fun too, but it was just like oh that's so much time and effort and energy into this. Well, we could have just had a balloon fight, a water balloon fight, and it would have been a lot more fun and a lot better.
Well, let me tell you about one we did one time. So we had what I would call, there's a guy named Clay Dye. He was one of our deacons. I say was, like he's gone. He's still alive. But Clay was one of the youth deacons in Tullahoma, and he was what I would call the games deacon. The running joke was that when we all get to heaven one day, he'll be the game's angel. Like he's going to be the one in charge of game activities in heaven.
Yeah.
And Clay had come up with this idea. He said, "Hey, for the spring retreat," he said, "I want to do life-size Angry Birds." And I know that we're a little removed from this now, but hopefully our listeners are old enough that they remember playing Angry Birds as like a child.
Was this like 2004, 2005? What are we talking?
Yeah, and it would have been like 2012 maybe.
Yeah,
2013.
That was the year I graduated from college, by the way, 2012.
Yeah, so he wanted to do Angry Birds as a game, and I was like, okay, how do we do that? What do I need to get? He goes, oh, don't worry about it. I'll take care of that. And he said, just plan on we're going to play Angry Birds as one of our game times. I was like, okay. So this dude started collecting boxes for months and months. Like anybody that had a spare box, he collected, he broke them down. And when we got to retreat, like everybody else started doing other tasks, like, getting the food out and getting people moved into their, cabins and all. And Clay just starts taping boxes back together. Like, he had collapsed them all. He's setting up boxes, making boxes. And then we get out there the next morning, and he has built a structure out of cardboard boxes. And he has like gaps in the cardboard boxes for people to stand. And he has any of our elders that are on the trip, he called the elders the pigs, which I thought, glad he said it, not me. But he had our elders be the pigs. They get inside the box structure. And then he had Angry Bird kickballs, like they looked like the birds from the game. And we had a T-shirt launcher, like rubber band launcher. and we'd have two people hold that rubber band thing, and we would launch kickballs at the structure, trying to hit our elders with the kickballs.
Incredible.
You had to bust through like cardboard. It was so good, man. It was hilariously good. Never have I ever had a game session as extravagant and over the top as this game was.
Yeah.
But it was incredible. And it was something our kids, like, they still, most of them are adults, probably got kids of their own now. They still, would reference and talk about, the time that Mr. Clay made life-size Angry Birds. And, we shot dodgeballs with the elders. It was awesome.
That is awesome. Well, you have anything else you want to talk about? I mean, I think we're pretty much done, right?
Sound like we're pretty good. I think this is our last episode. Sorry, Hunter, we broke the system.
This is it. We did it. That's why we need you, Hunter. That's why we need you.
You should have gotten on the recording.
I wonder if he called in. I wonder if I can merge him in.
Yeah, he jump in late to fix it. Dude, listen, you know what? We're going to be back into a routine schedule. We're going to be back on normal. I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but we're getting back. We'll be back on that hopefully next week. We'll all be done. Our interns will be gone. The summer will be ended, and we're going to be back into some normalcy. And so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting back in a room with you guys in the same place in the studio.
Yeah.
And just getting some good stuff told out for our listeners. I will say, cool thing happened to Hunter at Maywood. It lifts you that someone told him about a new youth ministry podcast that they've been listening to.
That's right.
Show, which was kind of hilarious.
And
we'll
Hunter,
have to ask him about that.
And Hunter was like, "That's me. Like I'm the guy that is on the show."
Yeah, and then the episode's gonna release, and he's like, "Nah, man, you were at Lift You. It's not you."
Yeah, that's right.
You're lying about that.
So hey, make sure that you're telling your friends about our show, and it gets visibility and stuff when you like and review it, and leave comments and stuff. That gets a lot of visibility to us. Again, I looked it up, and we were like the number 20. I think we were in the top 20. I don't remember exactly what number it was. It was like 16 or 17 top youth ministry podcasts. So for something that's only been around for less than a year, that's pretty cool.
Hey, that is cool. And
yeah.
I would say whatever our number is, we need to start today, the drive to 17 or drive to 16 or whatever we are.
Yeah.
We're trying to climb one at a time.
That's right. That's right.
One at a time.
So tell your friends about us. Check out our website. Check out our social media stuff. Hey, I'm just going to be honest with you. During the summers, there's no way I'm going to update any of our social media things. I can't. I don't have time. Because we are in the trenches. This isn't what we do for full time or anything like that. We are doing this because it's fun, and we hope that it helps people. And so, that's not going to be our priority every single time because we've got full-time jobs that we're having to do, and y'all know how much youth ministry takes away from your time. So Jeremy, thanks for calling in. I appreciate you, man. We miss Hunter, and I know y'all miss him too, and next week hopefully we'll be all back together in the same room, and we can kind of get back to a little bit of a normal schedule. So check out our website. We'll have some new stuff coming up pretty soon. Probably in September, we'll have another retreat and another Bible class offering. So be watching out for that, and I'll announce that stuff on the social media stuff too. So you got anything else you want to talk about, Jeremy?
We hope your ministry is blessed.
Thanks for joining us today in the important conversation of youth ministry. Go and follow us on Instagram and check out oksyouthministry.com for more information about our upcoming episodes. We'll be dropping a new episode every Wednesday morning, and we look forward to talking with you again next week. And hey, it's okay to be the OKS youth minister around, but let's all strive to be just a little bit better.